got the swag? Forward a man, man my Don John go to check.
What is good, y'all? This is JV here with a new show for you guys on what's going on in K-hip-hop. This is my first episode. Basically how this show is going to work is I'm going to go through a number of stories and stuff that's gone on in the past, few weeks or so, relevant news to right now. A couple stories, nothing major particularly, but stuff that are of interest to me. And again, guys, it's not going to be like a super comprehensive show. This is just, heads up, this is going on, because I got a lot of you guys asking me different questions, whether it's on Twitter or whatever, about different occurrences in K-hip-hop. So I want to, make a little show for you guys and see what you guys think about it. Also, the show is going to be divided into two segments. You're going to have the news section at the beginning, and then on the second half, I'm going to have a couple of new music recommendations of stuff that have dropped within the last few weeks or so. So that's a cool way to kind of fuse all my shows together and give you guys one product. So let's just get into it. The first story, arguable whether it's fully Korean hip-hop, but it definitely ties into the culture real heavy. Far East Movement, a trio of, they make kind of like electronic music. I remember them being super relevant in like the mid to late 2000s, before the 2010s came in, with like a G6 and stuff like that, Rocketeer. They're back with a new album. The album's called Identity. I believe it's their first album in 4 years. So really excited about that. I was never the hugest fan of them, but I thought they had dope radio singles. Now, why, you might be asking me, this is tied into Korean hip hop. Well, let's talk about these feature lists. We got Yoonmi Ray on there, of course, from MFBTY and Tasha and all that joint. Jay Park, he's been, killing it. He's deeply tied into the United States artist. You got Loco from AOMG also. Chanyeol from EXO. And speaking of Chanyeol, he actually did a song where he's tied in with Tinashe that I thought is a really, really dope song, Free Love. Go check that out. Thought that was a really, really dope song. Don't know exactly how that collaboration came by, but I thought Chanyeol actually mixed into the song surprisingly well. The sudden transference of language and then switch up, I felt like could have been like a bit of a jarring experience, but it actually came together quite well. So I'm excited about that. You got Tiffany from Girls' Generation, again a little bit of K-pop in there. Hyolyn from Sistar, so we know her. Urban Zacapa, that really, really caught me surprised. I have the track list here. We got Macy Gray on here. We got Big Crit, Soulja Boy. This is incredible kind of put together of artists. So I could not have a news segment without talking about this album. But again, the main single that they've put out right now is Free Love. And that's definitely one of the more interesting songs to come out of that scene in a minute now. And I love, again, the kind of crossover between American and Korean artists. I love that kind of stuff. And I love, even when they're speaking English, they're speaking Korean, nobody's really trying to change up their style for the song and they just come forward with what they got. I think that's fantastic. So, next story. Illionaire, you got Dokey, you got Quiet, you got Beanzino, a number of artists over there. Two of the founders, Dokey and The Quiet, have started a new agency called Ambition Music. Now, when I heard about this, I'm like, uh-oh, are they dissolving Illionaire? Because I've really, really enjoyed their previous releases up to date. I'm not the hugest Dokey fan in the world, but The Quiet's production is fantastic, and Beanzino is my favorite Korean artist. So when I got the story right here, basically it reads, on September 29th, Illionaire Records officially started Ambition Music. According to media reports, the reason for starting a new label was to introduce music with a different color than what's known under Illionaire Records. Now, under Illionaire Records, I'm assuming they're talking about more of kind of that braggadocious trap rap kind of thing that we've come to see from that. The Quiet's, dabbled in his soulful production, and then Beanzino, super artsy and stuff like that. So when they started this, I'm like, I wonder who they're gonna sign. And they basically start off 3 artists, Hashwan, Changmo, and Kim Ji-un, who participated in Show Me the Money 5. Definitely interesting 3 young MCs, so I'm definitely, when I heard the announcement of the artists that were going to be on the label, it definitely started making a lot more sense as to why they're starting this. You know, that they definitely have a different style than necessarily Illionaire. So I'm glad that, you know, they're starting their own thing. And as long as Illionaire stays strong and Benzino, you know, and then the rest of the artists over there are still, you know, signed and everything's good on that front, I'm all for like label subsidiaries. This is, to me, kind of like when Young Money was started out of Cash Money. So I think that's really, really dope. And now for the next segment. And by the way, if you're wondering what this black thing, it's the back of my laptop so I can read to you guys. The new segment, I got a couple songs for you guys and 2 albums. So recently, Be Free, you know, I really enjoyed his music. Started his own label. He dropped his Free From Soul EP. Well, now he already dropped Free From Soul 2 EP. Definitely in line with what he's previously released. So go check that out if you're a big Be Free fan. Basically kept it super in-house with the collabs. And he's super, like, you know, vocal about his process and interacting with fans on Twitter. So if you guys are Be Free fans, go check him out on Twitter. He offered a lot of, like, you know, translations to different songs on that. So I like this. It feels like he's definitely turned over a new leaf, and there's like a new fire invigorated in him since he started his new label. We have Kanto with 14216. It seems like a zip code. Kanto, some dope pop rap. Really enjoyed this album. Revisited a couple times. So there's definitely some joints on there. So definitely check that out. Next in songs, we have BY with Someday. This song was crafted for the crime movie Azura over there in Korea. So he jumped on a OST, and I felt like this song got crazy overlooked. Nobody really knew much about it, but I thought it was a super dope track. So go check that out. The hip hop duo Garion, OGs in the game, dropped their new song So. Go check that out. I saw a couple articles written about it, and I thought it was a really dope track. Y'all know I love that kind of OG boom bap spin kind of hip hop, and yo, Garion always came through with that. Crucial Star, Ain't Nobody Like You with I don't know how to pronounce this. I think it's like Shia from JYJ. Excited about that. Y'all know, love Crucial Star. He's like the king of like that laid back K-rap kind of stuff. So when he dropped the new song, loved it. Loved the melody to it, and Shia from JYJ was an excellent addition to that. Definitely like Crucial Star making these moves these past few years and definitely getting that kind of pop appeal. Next, we have the OG himself, Master Wu, new song, Yamaha. He recruited Red Rock and Occasion there on the features. So really excited about that. Y'all know Master Wu's more contemporary music is not necessarily my cup of tea per se, but he definitely got some joints that he'd be putting out. And Red Rock loved his contribution on the song, and Occasion, you know, he's been killing it lately. So y'all Occasion fans, super lucky, you get yourselves another fire feature from him. And then the last one is kind of an R&B joint. We have Jerald and Dokey together on the song Paradise. Now the reason I want to talk about this is, yes, it's not directly Korean hip hop, but of course you got Dokey right there, one of the more prominent figures in the genre, and a great feature from him on that. Love the vocals on this, love the chorus. I've been listening to it pretty much non-stop since it dropped, and I felt like a lot of people slept on the single. They did drop a music video for that, so go check that out. Again, it's Jerald Dokey with Paradise. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you guys liked the first episode. I definitely want to get these out super often whenever some kind of like Korean hip-hop news happens. Definitely, you know, maybe I'll cut down a little bit on the reactions and supplement them with just straight, you know, informative content like this. Hope you guys enjoy that. Till next time, this is JV here. I love you guys. Bye.